Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome back to this week's Cosmic Guidance. We're going to take a look at the astrology forecast for the week, and I always study the charts in the space of the Akashic Records to bring even more guidance through on how you can co-create with this cosmic energy in the highest potential. And we are in such a powerful time right now of ascension on the planet. We are gearing up for a really big year ahead, and these next 2 months are going to be super powerful. So if you are new to my channel, a big warm welcome. My name is Kara. I am a master astrologer. I'm also an Akashic Records practitioner, a trained psychotherapist. I work with spiritual entrepreneurs, light workers, healers, and star seeds in helping you amplify your impact on the planet, tap into the energy of wealth, and really get your message and healing work out into the world as you learn to co-create with cosmic intelligence. So if that is something that resonates with you, be sure that you subscribe and hit the notification bell so you can get in on these weekly cosmic videos. So before we dive into the energies of this week, I want to give a little bit of context around what we are stepping into at this time. So we are just coming out of the new moon energies. We recently had a new moon in Scorpio, and I did an entire video on that. So if you want to dive in and have a listen, you can. Even the days following the new moon, it's still really good to gain an understanding of the new moon energy, because that's the beginning of a new lunar cycle. So we're carrying that energy with us. And this recent new moon in Scorpio was really about soul level transformation. So there's things in your life that it's time to let go of. And often this can be what holds us back. It can be hard to make changes in our life when things are going well. And it's this process of being willing to let go of good enough in order to step into great. Be willing to let go of what once worked, but no longer has a place in your life in order to welcome in the new energies. And that's what we're really feeling right now. So even reflecting in your life around what you are being called to let go of so you can make space for the new to come in. And we're working up to eclipse season as well, the full moon eclipse that's going to be happening in the sign of Taurus. And I'm actually going to be offering a full moon eclipse ceremony. So if that interests you, you can sign up below. We'll be doing work in the Akashic Records. You'll be connecting to this cosmic energy in the Akashic Records and really supported in releasing old karmic cycles in order to step into your future self, which is a really big theme right now. So releasing in order to open up to new opportunities and new connections. So let's dive in more specifically to the energy this week. So beginning on Monday, November 8th, we have the moon in Capricorn. And this is really good for getting projects done, getting work done. It's going to be conjuncting Venus, the goddess of love and beauty. Venus is now in the sign of Capricorn as well. So really be aware today of where you may be falling into perfectionism. That can be the shadow side or the lower octave expression of this energy, is you think things need to be perfect before you release them and share them with the world. And I'm all for having really high standards, but perfectionism comes from a space of fear, and it can hold us back. Now, this energy today can also be really good time to look at where you are procrastinating in your life. What has been on that to-do list forever, and you just keep putting it off, right? That takes up space. When we know there's something we want to do and we keep pushing it aside, it's like it's always there in the back of our mind. So this is a good energy today to be aware of where those patterns are and say, okay, I'm going to get to work. And this message has been coming through really strongly in the Akashic Records. This is not the just busy work that I'm talking about. The message from the Akashic Records right now has been to really focus on your big vision. What is the plan for where you are going? And being very deliberate and intentional about the actions you are taking. So you're not just taking actions for the sake of it. You know where you're going and you know what that vision is. Now, also on Monday, we have the moon squaring Chiron, which can bring up comparison. Where in your life are you stepping out of your lane and you're focusing on what other people are doing? And keep in mind that we are all on our own path. It doesn't make sense to compare what you are doing to what anyone else is doing, because we are all here with our own soul mission, our own unique soul journey. So really stay in your lane, stay in your path. And that's where the greatest joy is going to come from, and where you're going to accomplish more as well. And the energies today really speak to that. So when we move into Tuesday, we still have the moon in Capricorn. And on Tuesday, it's going to form a conjunction with Pluto, the planet of power and transformation. And I feel this is a beautiful reminder to be grounded in our power, grounded in our worth, and how important that is in order to accomplish things. Like, we can't outperform our belief system. So if you have a belief that I'm not worthy, I'm not good enough, there's more that I need to accomplish before I will be worthy of having what I desire, that mentality can hold you back. So really being aware of that on Tuesday, and use it as an opportunity to say, you're going to ground into your power and remember that you are innately worthy because you exist. Worthy because you exist. There's nothing you need to do or accomplish. You are innately worthy. And from that space, yes, there's things you can accomplish and create and share with the world, but not from an energy of needing to prove your worth, but because it feels good to create things to share with the world, right? So it's coming from a different energy. Now on Wednesday, the moon moves into Aquarius, and this is a shift. So the moon is our emotional undertone. It governs our intuition. So when the moon moves into the sign of Aquarius, it's very much focused on social justice issues. It's the humanitarian. It can ignite that inner rebel. And also for many star seeds, and I know I've experienced this in my life as well, we can have these feelings of not fitting in, not belonging. And Aquarius moon can really speak to that, and even sometimes activate that within us, the feeling of being different from other people, the feeling of not belonging. And belonging and connection are key human needs. We all want to feel like we belong and that we are connected to the people around us. So this is your loving reminder from the Akashic Records that you belong here on the planet. Your soul chose to incarnate at this time, and you may feel different, and that's a good thing because you did not come to fit in. You came here to create change on the planet. So that means shaking things up. That means embracing what really makes you unique. So we also have a powerful aspect on Wednesday with Mars forming a square to Saturn. So this can be a point of tension when we see square formations in astrology and with between the planets. So Mars is wanting to move forward, and Saturn is like, hey, wait a second, pause. So we could feel like things are pausing in our life a little bit. But it's a good thing because we don't want to rush forward. The shadow side of the Mars energy can be impulsivity. It can be rushing forward before things are really aligned. And Saturn reminds us that we want long-lasting, sustainable success, not fleeting success. So this is time right now to really pause and say, what is that bigger vision? Where am I going? Why am I making this decision? Why am I taking this action? Instead of just randomly doing things for the sake of it, what is the bigger vision? That energy is really coming in strongly this week. We have a really good time to do some planning around that. What is your vision even between now and the end of the year? What do you desire to create and step into? Yeah, really take some time to feel into that and be intentional about what the next moves are that can really support you in getting there. So on Thursday, we still have the moon in Aquarius, and it's going to conjunct Jupiter on Thursday. And Jupiter is the planet of luck and expansion and abundance. So I really like this aspect. Today, I think we can really feel into the energy that that big vision is possible. And that's huge. We need to believe. You need to believe that the big vision you have for your life is possible because you cannot outperform your belief system. So you need to have that really solid belief system locked in place that what you desire to create and experience is totally possible for you. Your spirit team is backing you up. You come fully equipped to create the life that you desire. So Friday and into the weekend, we're going to have a Pisces moon. I love a Pisces moon. It's very creative. It's very dreamy. We can feel more emotional, but it's a really loving, romantic energy. So we have a lot of water energy being activated on Friday. The sun is also trining Neptune. So this is really good for any kind of work around spiritual growth, which can sound a little bit funny, but I think we do have to take time to look at how am I evolving spiritually, looking at how we're relating to our intuition, prioritizing our spiritual growth. Sometimes we prioritize things before that, but our spiritual growth leaks into every other aspect of our life in really positive ways. So it can really support you in expanding your business when you're taking time to cultivate your intuitive gifts, cultivate your connection to your higher self and spirit team. Of course, it's going to improve your relationships, all aspects of your life. So the shadow side and lower octave of the energy on Friday can be escapism. So be aware of areas in your life where you're wanting to escape, where you are wanting to withdraw, and look at, okay, how can I actually look at what's going on, take it from the shadow into the light where it has the power to transform. So be very aware of where those patterns are showing up. This can be sometimes through drinking, through drug use, but it can also be numbing out to Netflix or social media. And sometimes we turn to those things and it serves a purpose in the moment, but it's ultimately not the healthiest coping mechanism, right? Especially if we know that we're turning to certain activities as a way to ignore what needs to be addressed. So we want to be aware of that energy on Friday and Saturday. Saturday, the moon is going to conjunct Neptune. So again, that dreamy romantic energy, great for connecting to your intuitive gifts, your spirit team, your higher self. Be very aware of your dreams. You may find a lot of messages coming in during dream time. And then on Sunday, we still have the moon in Pisces. So from Friday, pretty much through the weekend, we're working with that Piscean energy, a lot of water energy with the sun in Scorpio right now, with Neptune coming into the mix. So definitely, again, water energy is also about being flexible and fluid in our life. So looking at where you're stubbornly stuck and not wanting to change things, and where you are invited to say, let me soften, let me surrender, let me be open and willing to see things through new eyes. And later in the day on Sunday, the moon will move into Aries, which is very kind of fiery energy, but we'll talk more about that next week. That's going to be an energy that more carries through into the following week. So that is our weekly astrology and energy report. Once again, I invite you to join me for the full moon lunar eclipse ceremony. I'll attach all the details below. I'm also giving you bonus 1 month access to my Divine Creators Inner Circle, and you get immediate access as soon as you sign up. There's incredible videos in there around accessing your Akashic Records, around recalibrating your energy centers, working with your chakras, working with quantum manifestations. You can take anything that you're working on creating in your life right now and go through this quantum manifestation process to just accelerate your results. It's so powerful. And also the theme this month in the inner circle is about connecting to your soul blueprint. So you can even get some feedback from me on your unique astrology and the main things that jump out at me about your birth chart. All right. Thank you again for being on this journey with me. I am sending you so much light and love and wishes for an incredible week ahead. Bye for now.